Are human teachers about to lose their jobs to a $500,000 AI assistant? The Altis School Network in California recently spent $500,000 to find out. They brought in humanoid robots, equipped with 61 degrees of freedom, meaning they have highly articulate physical movement, and the software to converse in 70 different languages in real time. The initial appeal is straightforward. These machines are built to operate as 24/7 digital tutors. They can seamlessly switch between 4 programmed personas, ranging from an academic sage to a health coach named Remy, to teach general subjects and offer targeted support, especially for neurodivergent students. Seeing this level of autonomous hardware in a real school immediately triggered societal panic. When people look at a machine performing these tasks, the immediate fear is that the traditional human educator has become obsolete. Early implementation data reveals that this massive investment is driving an unexpected career shift, forcing human educators to adapt as their daily roles begin to move away from the traditional model. The primary sales pitch for educational AI promises seamless automation and massive time savings for school staff, yet the reality on the ground is a spike in invisible labor. AI is not giving teachers their time back. Instead, it forces them to take on entirely new, uncompensated tasks behind the scenes. Educators are suddenly acting as IT debuggers, full-time prompt engineers, and constant fact-checkers required to catch AI hallucinations before they reach the students. This dynamic creates a severe risk of professional de-skilling. As the algorithm dictates more of the daily workflow, teachers lose their autonomy. They stop actively educating and become bottlenecked machine operators, executing whatever predictions the software spits out. When schools rely heavily on algorithms to map out a student's learning trajectory, they strip away the rich, interactive process of teaching. Education gets reduced to a simple, single-direction transfer of data. So the $500,000 robot fails to reduce the overall workload. It merely takes the energy a teacher would normally spend connecting with human students and redirects it toward managing a machine's technical shortcomings. There is, however, one proven benefit for the students. AI lacks subjective judgment. Because the machine has no real opinions, it provides a high degree of psychological safety, effectively lowering a student's anxiety when they make mistakes during repetitive practice. But that single psychological benefit collides directly with severe physical friction in the classroom. The pacing often mismatches a student's ability to process information, and frequent vocal interruptions actively disrupt their ability to take notes and maintain focus. Then there is the uncanny valley effect. These robots are highly realistic, yet entirely lifeless. That unsettling non-human presence creates a creepy atmosphere that severely shatters student concentration, especially in the early stages of use. The problems escalate into ethical danger when schools assign these machines to act as health coaches, like the Remy persona. Programming an algorithm to mimic empathy encourages vulnerable students to form fake, one-sided parasocial relationships. Because high-end AI completely lacks life experience, a theory of mind, and moral judgment, relying on it for emotional support is actively dangerous. It devalues real human connection and actively worsens the youth mental health crisis by isolating teenagers even further. The era of the teacher acting simply as a standard answer provider or a knowledge broadcaster standing at the front of the room is over. The professionals who survive this transition are evolving into entirely new roles. They are stepping into positions as learning experience designers and human AI conductors. While the AI excels at serving up fragmented points of data, the human is required to act as the meaning maker. The educator must connect that raw, machine-generated data to real-world ethics, historical context, and geopolitical consequences. The ultimate value of a human educator is no longer found in facts they have memorized, but in how they guide students to critically think about what the machine outputs. To navigate this reality, educators need a concrete roadmap. There are 4 core competencies professionals must master to thrive in the new AI economy. First is critical AI literacy. Teachers must act as epistemological gatekeepers, teaching students exactly how to spot algorithmic bias and effectively cross-verify the data AI generates. Second is EdTech supply chain management. Schools need leaders who can procure ethical technology and actively block budget-wasting tech gimmicks that offer no real educational value. Third is advanced social-emotional learning. Educators must design real-world, hands-on field projects and act as tech psychology counselors to combat the severe isolation caused by machine dependence. Fourth is AI equity practice. The professional's mission is to actively close the digital divide, ensuring that marginalized students are not left behind as these platforms are rolled out. The ability to command this hardware comes from the mastery of these human-centric skills rather than the machines themselves. This specialized expertise ensures that human judgment remains the central authority in an AI-driven educational environment.